First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. The kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Amon-Ra St. Brown set a Lions rookie record with 912 receiving yards, and over 60% of those came in the final 6 games of the season. He got better and better as the campaign rolled on. And when they went to him like he was their top receiver, he produced like it as well. And he certainly earned that spot here in his second year, and he gets a first down for Detroit.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away for the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here's Williams to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On the move to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the punt. And he's going to have a range for At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, gone.
Give me that!
Try to get it to Williams.
That's me. That's all me, you butt bitch. Sir, that wasn't that shit. That's what I want you to do. My shit.
Into the end zone.
My shit.
The Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
Send it in!
Stack
Send it that
things
shit,
up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down.
Ain't nothing to send back and throw the football ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Goff now looking to throw.
Oh, come on. Hey, bro, kicking that shit off, man. Stop fucking playing with me, nigga.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives.
Got
They're
way back
put their
already.
heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles are set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game.
Yeah! You butt bitch! Wait, stop fucking playing with me, dog!
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions.
Stop playing with me, man.
Good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them.
But like always, you know what's going to happen, huh?
They go on and usually play a decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Shit about to get super ugly, man.
On the completion there. And it's second down. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Two. You gotta pick.
Hurts.
You gotta pick. Two. Cover two. You gotta pick.
A great effort there. 29 yards.
You gotta pick.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
You gotta pick,
Elliott's
DJ.
good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Lamar needs help.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to poke them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now Goff.
Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
10 more yards. Complete to DJ Chark. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Get a pick, man.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's gone.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he's going to get this down near the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Once again, it's Swift.
You thought I wasn't coming? Fuck wrong with you, nigga.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You thought we weren't fucking coming.
Committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
Why that nigga so fucking slow? He went out of bounds anyway. Damn, that nigga slow as
It's a
fuck.
touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Come on.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Goff.
Nope, give me that. Slade. Turn around block, boy.
Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay.
But don't do it like that. That's me.
Start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the
he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives,
Wait.
crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. Scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to look deep.
Got him, coach!
It got his man. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles
that's how we do it.
their lead here in the first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
We're trying to put up 50 on it, nigga. Might put up 60. You gotta run it up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
She said, you know that nigga don't brush his teeth. Oh my God, what happened to Bird?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football.
Give me that!
Is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, don't do it like that!
This one back.
Go.
Eagles defense gets a pick six
Over.
TD.
Over.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football.
What happened is ass whoop, man. All she wrote first half, nigga. Over.
Look at where that lead is at.
I whoop ass, nigga.
Only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
What your ass should be doing over streaming, but now you don't want to stream, nigga. You want to be a little lame ass nigga. I gotta do it. Leave it to me. Don't worry.
If you're on the field, you
Don't worry.
a chance of being the next guy.
Now why would you do that? Now why would you do that?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 20.
Oh my God, what happened to Bird?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.
Nope, stop playing with me with that short shit.
On track and get us going in the right direction.
That short shit is not happening.
Geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute.
That
Go
short
to
shit is
playmaker.
not happening.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Goff.
Man, this shit is
He's got
fun,
the
bro.
hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down and able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flushed out right.
Boy, that nigga had me, bro. You stand up with your hands in
Throw
there.
there, down around his feet. And
Boy, you stand there, you had
I
me.
hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this
You
first
stand
half,
up.
he just
He's scared. That boy ready for a goddamn line.
back to pass.
Ready for a goddamn line. That boy ready for a goddamn
Side
line.
of the ball. They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Nope. Get it!
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCann.
No, fat boy. No, fat boy. Boy, hey. Oh, my God. What happened to
There's
Bird?
two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now.
I was what?
That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hard.
You said I was what?
Impressive
But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling
Hey, girl, what you say? You said an
at
extra.
this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
What's that, girl?
Think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence.
Run his ass over. Get it up,
into
boy.
the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders.
Hey, we ain't playing no games right here. We ain't playing no fucking games. This is what we do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this
This is
first
what we do
half.
now.
Lions, nothing. Jake Elliott.
This is what we do.
For Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that
Give me that.
deficit.
And my goodness, another.
Boy, that zone they got there too crazy for you, nah. Stop fucking belt me,
And they will
nigga.
take over at the 26
Wait.
line.
They'll take over.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
I said
They
we
had an
ain't
opportunity
playing.
there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go, here we go.
But first down, Hurts.
And
We ain't
it's going to
playing.
be caught for an Eagles
I
touchdown.
said we ain't playing.
Quez Watkins. On
We
his
can't
way to a
fuck with
monster
the
game.
police.
3 first
We
half
can't fuck
touchdowns.
with the
And the
police.
Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is
Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half.
Lions, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down.
You go like that, man. You go like that, man. I don't think this is my turn now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in and made the contact just as he's trying to haul it in.
Oh my God, what happened
An
to the bird?
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
4 yards.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
You know this.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same. Keep doing what you've been doing.
It's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
On the run, he'll let this go deep.
West!
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
34 yards.
And the Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Lions, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
You supposed to be fucking goddamn
they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Ric Flair.
From the gun, here's Swift.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18, come in. Pat the street.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
fuck around, get stuck in the ground.
To just improve and maybe start to look towards the future.
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to claw one back. Extra point up and good by Crosby. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
What happened? Huh? What's up, baby?
Jack Clark to kick off for the Lions.
What's up, baby?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's see.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete.
Nasty. Mr. Nasty Time.
Midfield. That one good for 37 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Damn!
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th,
Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Aleem McNeil in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 41 yards.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Lions 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on second down. Goff.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Now Goff on first down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Lions.
Now a first down throw. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To the air again. Goff. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Crosby for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Eagles 62, Lions 24.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Loss of 6 yards. It's second down.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check, man. Check, man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Philadelphia, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.